Welcome back to another video. This was done last Saturday, so this was Saturday's pull session. We're going straight into training footage. So I'm going to take you through about four different pull movements that are in today's session. Starting with our opener, which is kind of like a warm-up with a long rope pullover. Using this long rope, just as you can see, means that I can pull all the way down and back, contracting lats fully instead of using the short rope, which only really goes halfway and contracts half. So just using this on here, 2 working sets, 1 back off, which really gets the back fired up, ready for our big compounds further on. And then into our second movement, which is kind of like our first compound, or first heavy movement, single arm nitro pull down on the pin loaded stack. This is probably my favourite lat movement, just because of how the path goes and how I can fully contract the lat. As you can see, pulling right down towards the pocket. The way this moves using that handle is unreal for the lats, and I think probably, like I said, the best movement, because I think it's just a straight line all the way down, getting a full contraction there. Again, probably like one top set, 1 back off on this. Volume is quite low, but reps are a bit higher now as we're going into prep. We've stopped kind of the 6 to 8 rep range and going more an 8 to 10. So this was our kind of opener heavy sets. Then into more accessory work, using this flat bench, like a single arm seated row. Again, really good. Really like this one. Going fairly heavy on this. I think it was a 10 to 12 rep range for our top set, and 15 to 20 for a back off. 2 top sets on this and 1 back off. I actually really enjoy this for a contraction of the lat. So we've had 3 lat movements in total for the start of our pull session, and then we go into an upper back movement. So this is kind of just to finish off our lats, and I think having probably just done 4 or 5 top sets for lats, which I think is enough if you're bringing the intensity and really getting execution spot on, which is what I'm trying to focus on now, going into prep. Like 4 weeks in now. This will be the end of the 3rd week, which was last week, so I'm into my 4th week now, talking to you Monday. This was Neil's top set on T-bar rows, so upper back, as you can see, using the upper back handles. Really trying to keep chest firmly on the pad if you can. A nice solid stance, not using those back pads. I prefer using it on the floor, so making sure that we're going all the way down, getting a good stretch, and then really trying to contract the upper back on the concentric. This is my top set here. Just 1 top set on this, 1 back off is more than enough, because I find with chest supported, it's very, very hard to breathe. So I think it was an 8 to 10. Could have been a 6 to 8. But a nice top set, and then a back off of 12 to 15, which is hard when coming to trying to breathe between sets and in set. And that was kind of the 4 pull movements that I did. Keep it quite short, and then just go into this the outro, where I'll give you a few updates. So that is pull done. Didn't really manage to film everything that I wanted to. Got through like half the session and just got distracted by training and forgot to film. So that was the gist of what we did for pull today. We finished with 3 bicep movements, which I didn't film. A low cable curl using the Bravo with the D handles behind me and curling that way. And then we did a cable preacher curl, so we brought the preacher bench over to the cable stack and did single arm D handle cable curl on that.
and then finished with a sled pull but using biceps. So we stacked the sled with a thing like 90 kilo, attached a rope to it, sat on the floor further back, and pulled it through using the biceps, which was really good. So finished on that, and then I had cardio today, so 20 minutes post-workout cardio, and that is for every upper body session. So my pull session, chest and arms, which was Monday, and shoulders and triceps, which was Thursday, and then no cardio on posterior or leg days, and then rest day cardio is 45 minutes fasted, which is tomorrow because today's Saturday, so tomorrow is my cardio day. But yeah, that's today's pull session. I wanted to just show that. I know I didn't film all of it, but you got the gist of our back movements. I filmed our solid back movements. I think I missed out the prime row as well, which I really wanted to film but just didn't. Just at the moment, just getting really into the sessions, and trying to focus a lot on, trying to really contract the muscle and focus on a lot of execution instead of just moving load. So progression's still there, but the main focus is not progression at the moment. We're not trying to build new tissue. I think we're coming to the end of week 3 in prep now, so about to go into week 4. Everything's good, weights moving down nicely. This morning was checking as well, so this morning I weighed in at 118.5. So weight is moving down, a good set of 118 kilos this week, hoping to get into the 117s next week. If we can do a kilo a week, be happy days. So we are definitely on track. Conditions getting better each week. So exciting stuff. It's very exciting seeing the body change the way it is at the rate it is as well, which is very new for me and a different kind of outlook on bodybuilding completely. I went through the push phase and having to put on weight and put on size and always looking at the scale to move up in weight, and now we just switched it completely, and I'm now looking at the scale to go down every day by something. So a different setup. Like I said, end of week 3 in prep, about to go into week 4. We got a rest day tomorrow, and then we go into week 4. So but yeah, I'm kind of just gonna leave it there. Little short one today. Hope you enjoyed the little voiceover. A few different movements for back that we did. That is our standard pull session, so no really heavy compounds. As you can see, it's a lot of machine work and cable work. I'm really just trying to not fatigue the body too much. My warm-up sets, so just talk about that for a minute before we go. Warm-up sets, what I'm doing at the moment is, because obviously my energy is much lower than it was, I'm trying to hold that energy for as long as possible and just use it as wisely as possible as well. So for probably my first or second pull movement, I'll probably do maybe 3 or 4 warm-up sets, feeder sets, before I go into my two working sets, so a top set and back off set. Sometimes we have 2 top sets, sometimes it's 1 top set, 1 back off. And then as the session gets on, so probably like 3rd movement in and then so on, throughout the session, I'll just go straight into top sets, maybe like 1 feeder set just to feel the movement, make sure everything's getting ticked off and everything feels good, and then we go straight into that working set. Biceps, literally straight into working sets, trying to save all my energy for my working sets, so the sets that are important and the sets that are gonna hold on to that muscle, instead of not wasting them, but spending too much time on warm-ups and even just getting into a movement is costing me energy. So I'm trying to save that and look at training a bit more smart, because I just don't have the energy there that is needed. So good session today though. I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you enjoyed this voiceover pull session. I'm sure I'm definitely going to get some more training footage up, because I haven't shown you much of training from this new split. So that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks. But until next week, have a good week, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.